Many of my clients and my returning clients, they understand how powerful and effective hypnosis can be. But people who have not experienced hypnosis before, they often come in with some misunderstandings, some myths that they are fearful of concerning trying hypnosis. So I'd like to speak to that. Those myths typically are propagated by Hollywood and television, by scenes where a person such as myself goes hocus pocus and the person's head falls down in a hypnotic trance. And then that person goes, "You're going to become an assassin," and wake up and they go kill somebody. That's entirely nonsense. But those scenes in movies and on television, they suggest two myths. The first is that when a person's head falls down, it suggests that the person goes unconscious and is not aware of anything that the hypnotherapist is saying. And that is entirely false. Usually when I'm introducing a client to trance for the very first time, I say to them that it is normal, natural, and correct for you to hear the sound of my voice. The second myth that Hollywood propagates is that when the person's head falls down and I go, "You're going to become an assassin," etc., it suggests that I can make a client do anything against their values. And that's absolutely false. Because your mind is present, because you do hear what I'm saying. If I was so stupid as to say to a client, "Write me a check for $1 million," that client probably would open their eyes and say, "What the heck did you just say to me?" I can't make anybody do anything against their values. That's a myth. That's what hypnosis is not. What it is a state of trance. But trance is an everyday, not exotic experience. And most likely you have experienced trance today already several times. Trance is as common as you're driving down the freeway singing a song that's on the radio and you miss your exit. You were in trance. Trance is defined as an altered state of focused attention. An altered state of focused attention. Another example might be you're at work. You're working on a report that is overdue. Your eyes are wide open, they have to be. You're conscious, you have to be to do your report and attend to all the statistics and the verbiage, etc. But you're so focused, you can imagine somebody might come to your cube or your office and call your name and you don't hear them. You are in an altered state of focused attention. You would be in trance. The most common trance, in my estimation, basically is the trance of television. We get glued to the tube. We get glued to a television-provided hypnotic experience. We get stuck in the storyline, we get absorbed in the story and the drama, and then the commercials give us hypnotic suggestions. Buy this. You need that. We might even suggest or decide that at the commercial break we're going to go to the kitchen and get something to nibble on, and sometimes we find ourselves still sitting there at the end of a commercial break because we're in trance. So trance is not an exotic experience. It's an everyday experience. Hypnosis differs from natural trances in three ways. The first is that it's applied to a therapeutic purpose. The second is hypnosis, of course, occurs intentionally rather than accidentally or randomly. And the third, of course, is that hypnosis is typically deepened beyond the natural trance state, but not to the point that you lose awareness. Now, hypnosis is not a magic wand. It requires your motivation to change. But when you are motivated to change, when you're really committed to making a change in your life, hypnosis can be a very powerful therapeutic modality. Very powerful. If you're interested in exploring hypnosis more, I invite you to look at some of the other pages of my hypnosis focus. And if it suits you, do feel welcome to arrange a complimentary consultation.